set of the Sonoran Desert, surrounded by the majestic McDowell Mountains, here at the stadium course at TPC Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Schroeder alongside Frank Nobilo, set to bring you all the action for today's event. Frank, when you think about the TPC Scottsdale, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
The golf course has been radically changed in 2014, but it still hasn't lost its luster. Really, it's just been updated like the game itself for these young, strong players of the modern era.
Teeing off here to start the round at TPC Scottsdale, first hole, 403-yard par 4. Frank, walk us through.
The length of the hole hasn't changed, but the addition of that one bunker down the left side that makes the player think is certainly the first new addition. Do you try and fly that bunker or do you lay up? And it certainly changes the length of that second shot.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. That is a green in regulation as the approach shot hits the first green, but he is by no means in for par yet. A lengthy putt coming up. Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. Pretty good stroke right there, just to hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. And so just getting started, even par so far. Teed up here at the par 4 second. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
This hole has been lengthened in 2014, some 30-plus yards. Bunkering down the right has also changed, making this drive a little bit more important now. You can't just blaze away over the hill. Green also changed with the addition of 2 bunkers on the left side.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
And he has it, Frank.
I don't believe it.
Now on to the third, first par 5 on the course here at TPC Scottsdale.
Yeah, the length of the hole hasn't really changed. Used to be 2 fairway bunkers down the left. Now there's only 1. Still a hazard that runs down the right side. A strategic hold if you can't make this par 5 and 2 in a brand new green that has been completely changed.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Well, this could be good. Well, he didn't knock down the flagstick right there, but 25 feet, that's not too bad. Here's Jordan Spieth for eagle. Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Frankie's going for 2 birdies in a row.
If he can knock this one in, then that's certainly going to help the confidence.
Collects another birdie with that stroke and goes to 2 under. Here now at the par 3 fourth. Frank, what's the setup here?
Plays a little downhill, so it won't play its full 180 yards. Perhaps take one club off the decision off the tee. The green, as you can see now, is a little wider than what it was deep. The bunkering, though, is certainly excellent there. A little pop bunker on the right side, one there if you come up a little short, and there's another one on the left side should you pull your tee shot. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Frank, this would jumpstart the round. A 3rd straight birdie.
Some good playing.
Starting to feel it now. 2 straight birdies and 3 under for the round. Well, Frank, now at the 5th hole, the par 4, the challenge stiffens just a bit.
Yeah, the longest par 4. Obviously, in the start of this golf course, around the 470-yard mark, 2 bunkers down the right have been changed to 1, but it's in the perfect position now. Of course, that new tee added to add a little bit of length to this hole. The green still remains relatively similar to what it used to be.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut. Oh, that had some meat behind it.
This has been a great performance so far, but Frank, a long ways to go. Do you ever worry about complacency?
Yeah, sometimes it just looks like it's too easy. At the moment, the putts are going in, the iron shots are going close enough, but some things, you know, they don't happen by accident. He's got to still keep concentrating right now.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
For the par. Did the job right there. Ready to tee off now at the 6th. This is a dogleg left.
And another hole that's been stiffened by bunkers on both the left and the right side, really giving you the decision on what club to hit. Should you be bold or should you be smart? Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball, and this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Setting up for the approach, this player in total command.
Yeah, it's beautiful. The decision-making, club selection's been spot on, but the execution, the swing, is really what I'm admiring right now.
That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Nicely holed, fourth birdie of the day. On to the par 3 seventh, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed, still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen. Safely on deck.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, all right, now we're on a little bit of a run. 2 straight birdies. Frank, the par 4 8th, this is a good hole.
It is. A dogleg to the left forces the player to go out the right, and this will play every inch of its yardage, which is over 470 yards. Green's still pretty much the same with that false front, unless there's a flag position in the front. You're really going to have to fly it at least 20 yards or so into that green, otherwise that ball is going to run towards the front. That's fine.
Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind. Just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start to make everything. Oh, how did that mess?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Here at the par 4 9th hole, Frank, what's the strategy off the tee?
Well, there's one bunker down the right side that you have to be very wary of. 325 yards to carry that, so it's very much in play, and just over 290 to reach it. Ideally, you have to go left about that down the left side. But really, this is a second shot hole because this green is not very deep.
Well, that sets up well for a chance at the green here at the 9th. Still from 141 yards out, it's a green light special. It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Makes birdie, continuing to amaze on the green, Frank.
Putted well all day, Rich.